Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. Hey y'all, it's Sade again. Here with my best friends this time. Okay.
We've been drinking.
Okay. Hey y'all, Sade back again. Here this time with my best friends. We thought it would be a dope idea to have a wind down, just like how Issa did last season, every night after Insecure, and just do what we normally do. Discuss the episode, talk about their relationships, predictions for the next episode. But first, before we get into that, I want everybody to introduce themselves. So, starting with T.
Hey, I'm T. Really special.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? I'm Mike.
Hey y'all, I'm Saffie, but people call me Saff, so just call me Saff.
And plug.
I mean. And shout out to our bottles tonight, okay? We're drinking Apothic Whites. Ooh. Jameson in honor of Daniel.
In honor of Daniel.
Okay.
And Michael, get that
And Flirty Bird. Okay.
And Michael done
The
topped
pig
our
is
stuff.
done.
It's done.
Child,
It should say
that was done before I came.
they topped it off.
So we've been drinking a little bit, as you can see, but we're going to get into it. First off, we want to discuss Lawrence and why he's not
Elephant
on
in the
this
room.
season. Like, I mean, he's a main character, so we were all shocked. I mean, I probably could speak for everybody, but we can all talk about it. Shocked not to see him on this season. So,
Well, I was
But what
definitely
you
shocked.
said.
Daniel was definitely a fave of mine from last season.
Daniel or Lawrence. Ooh.
Oh,
See what that chocolate do to you? Ooh, child.
Lawrence. Nah, but Lawrence was definitely a favorite cast member of mine last season. You know, I think he really played his role, and just getting all the backlash that the show was receiving for him not returning. How I feel about that? I mean, as Issa put it herself, you know, she did it because, you know, in any relationship, when a relationship is over, you move on. And sometimes you don't stay in contact with that person and you just move on with your life. And I think that's what she's doing right now. So it would be interesting, though, to see if Daniel comes back.
Daniel or Lawrence?
Can we rewind? We need to see, that's why we need to practice.
you know who Michael's favorite is.
We know who his favorite is.
Right.
And it ain't no damn Lawrence.
I'm done.
But no, like, I think that's true. Like, because any of my exes, I don't see them anymore. So, it is realistic. But as a fan, of course, you would want to see Lawrence. But
Yeah.
I personally feel like it's something personal between Lawrence and Issa in real life. It's gotta be. Maybe could be with that white girl, but you think that for me. But it's just, it doesn't make sense. Like, it's so many things that you could have shifted in the show, or so many characters that we would have been like, okay, if they leave. But Lawrence, we would have been interested in seeing his journey as well.
Right.
And like, Issa just was like, I'm good, love.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
For me though, like, I always thought about, you know, like in relationships, not that it's healthy, but sometimes you go back and forth. You break up and then you make up.
Yeah.
So
Like
for
that
me,
was
I also kind of would have liked to see that journey too. Like, they broke up, will they make up? Will they run into each other? Like, instead of it just being a complete, like, oh, I'll never see them
Because
again.
for the fans, we never got to see them make up again for at least a little bit of time.
But we don't know if that's going to come in later seasons ahead. That would be
That's
nice.
true,
That would be
too.
that fairy tale ending.
Right,
The
exactly.
show is just so relatable.
It is.
Very relatable.
It's what-
I mean, even
whatever
at
it is.
work, I mean,
Yes.
I mean, that's so
Speaking of
relatable too.
Like, you
Job.
just shut,
I feel like her job is playing her right now.
and you
Like,
just shut us
Yes.
down. Like, you don't want
Yes.
us to grow. Like, as Black people, it's so hard. Like, for us to get to where we're at, and they're just so quick to just shut us down.
Right.
That's why they always say we have to work 10 times
We
harder
do,
just to
right.
get to the.
And the things that Issa was doing wasn't wrong. It's just you weren't doing what she said when she said it. It's that control. It's like that slave mentality again. Like, you didn't do what I said when I said it. Even though now Issa's doing her job. And even now, like this episode where she went back and figured out why they didn't want to work with you. That's important.
And they're still not listening. It's like
and she
slap in the face.
Bitch, like,
that's the type of job you should be taking the initiative to.
Exactly.
You know, be proactive and do things.
So I hope that Issa finds a new job opportunity or Lyft get popping.
Right.
Let's talk about Lyft.
I wasn't expecting that.
Man, Nathan was fine as hell though. I'm not
So
gonna
I
lie.
hope Nathan comes back. What do y'all think?
I think he will come back.
With that little $50 tip.
Right.
Definitely.
Look,
I think he will.
he
was giving her the eye too.
He was.
He was just riding back and like, you do what you want to
And
do.
she
like,
was showing concern.
Right.
He's about
And
to
he
make
stood
us
up for
awesome.
her.
Yes.
That big ass
He
nigga.
just let that nigga. Do you know? For people that smoke, to flick a whole blunt out the window
Right.
and not give a
Just
fuck,
lit.
you're gonna get killed. Like, you gonna get your ass whipped. And he just was just like, and then get whipped that nigga ass. But my nigga said, I'm not catching a charge. Cannot.
Not today.
Not
Got
today,
the
not
fuck out.
tomorrow. He got the hell out of there. But that nigga was disrespectful. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
that nigga was just disrespectful.
But that side hustle is lit. Like, if I could bring another passenger, like one of y'all in the car with me,
Oh,
like,
we would be lit.
I would do that then. I would do it.
We will be lit.
How do y'all feel about Molly and Dro?
Molly's getting on my damn nerves.
I mean,
I'm tired of
when
it.
they were in the diner and he called her, I was just like, why is she still entertaining him? Like, there's no reason why he should still be calling her. And I just feel like, you know, she's playing herself at this point because he has his cake and he's eating it too. And I know she's in her feelings about it.
that,
Yeah, and
right.
she's in her feelings about it.
And you're trying to say like, but then she knows it, and it's like, but she still doesn't want to let it go because you wouldn't even have that option of we're associates with. What did she say?
Boundaries. Or you mean when she asked for boundaries?
Yeah, for boundaries.
Friends who don't fuck or associates who do.
Right.
But the only thing it can be is a sex thing because can they be friends? They can't honestly be friends at this point. So all there is sex.
It's also like emotions involved on both parties too, because when she said, "Can I get my key back?" he was
Kinda
in
like,
his feelings. Even if it was just about sex, it's still some type of
It's an
feeling
emotion.
involved.
Yeah.
do you think that his wife? Do you think that they have an open relationship?
To me, it's either she doesn't know or she's just dumb as hell. Because I mean, if your man is going that much, I mean, you have to think about the time that
He's really
that girl spends with Molly or whatever, time out the house from her or whatever. Obviously, you know your man is
Doing
Right.
not
something.
doing something.
And
Like,
Not
even
with
if they,
you.
and even if they did know each other since childhood, I would still be suspicious as a wife.
Why?
Like, why are you spending so much time with her?
Right.
Right.
So
I just don't believe Dro. Like, I don't believe shit that nigga said.
I don't either.
What open relationship? And then after a while, your wife want to know what's up. You think that she just don't want to talk to the lady that's sleeping with her man?
right.
What kind of freak shit are y'all on?
And if you're in an open relationship, wouldn't you
Want to be a part of it?
tell your partner like who you're messing with?
Right.
So for that, it's like I don't know,
Cause
it obviously doesn't seem like she knows.
I just don't understand how she's asking for boundaries. How do you ask for boundaries with a married man?
Right.
Like, it's either
You're
you're with him or you're not.
Right.
Like,
Right.
there is no in between. So
Right.
I think what it really is that Dro is comfortable for her. She can get some without having to go out here and find a random to have sex with.
That's another thing. That's a little off topic, but people are gonna have sex with people who they feel comfortable with, and they don't want their body count to go up. So they're just gonna continue to do what they're
Be
doing.
in an
They don't
unhealthy
wanna-
relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah, just to say, okay, at least my body count not up.
Exactly.
That's true.
How do y'all feel about Issa moving into Daniel's home? Let me ask this. Let me break it down even more.
Okay.
Do you feel it's disrespectful for Daniel to have Issa staying there as a friend as she wanted, but then to still invite other women over? to
I
have
feel
sex?
like it's disrespectful regardless. Even if, okay, I understand that's his house. I understand that she's staying there rent free. I understand all of that, but like she said, they have history. And even with a roommate, say it wasn't even anybody that they messed with, like, you should let that person know that you're bringing somebody over. And the fact that they have history, that's even more of a reason why he should be letting someone know and letting, you know, her know, like, where they stand, like, before you bring somebody over.
Right.
Because I feel like that's disrespectful. Like,
It's
we were just sleeping together a few months, like, a couple months ago, whatever, however long it was, but it's like, okay, you know, I had feelings for
Sometimes
you.
I feel like men try to place the blame on the woman or try to act naive and act like, oh, well, I didn't think you really like me like that.
Like, you know.
Or you didn't, you know,
He knows.
come to my beck and call. So I didn't think it was really serious like that. And then they try to do what they do. And it's like, well, she was here and she was able to do this, that, and the third. And it's like, okay.
But I feel like, and I love Issa, but I feel like she needs to take some of the blame for this too, because you don't have to put up with that. You don't have to stay there if you don't want to, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I get it's disrespectful. He definitely should give her a heads up. I will give y'all that. He definitely should.
Heads up text.
Yeah, give her a heads up.
But
even when you get a head, but put yourself in Issa's shoes. If you got that text, you would still feel something. He's expected to stop his dating life for until she's gone.
He wild as shit.
But that's where communication should also be key too.
But she told him she only wanted to be friends, like moving in.
Unfortunately, I can't even remember what like the upcoming episode was looking like. But what do y'all think is gonna happen in the upcoming episode?
Predictions.
Like predictions, yeah.
Nate, what's his name? Nate or Nathan?
Nate better come back next episode.
And Lois is back.
Right.
Yeah, Nate gonna come back in Rocky's world.
So Nate's gonna come back and Issa's gonna be
Smitten.
a freaking just lit as hell and invite him to their house.
That's gonna be the best
Oh,
that is my prediction, and it's gonna be all that tension
on the couch.
Like, how do you feel now in the game?
right?
But y'all see.
No, but you think even Nate is going to even make it there? Because if Issa tell him, oh, I'm staying with another dude right now, how's she going to explain that?
But what if she don't explain it though?
Oh, because you know Issa.
Issa ain't got much space to entertain, and she only got that couch. So
Or
Look, but if Daniel be out of the house,
if Daniel give her
right,
heads up and leave out, and
right.
she feels like she could just invite him
Exactly.
over. But did y'all see the previews? How Daniel's basically giving Issa the boobs
Yes.
yeah, a week.
for this girl.
And making the confirmation, I guess,
Yeah,
that
that
this
shit
girl
pissed me
is.
off.
So where Issa going?
And what do you think about Molly and Dro? I think
Oh,
she might take a little break from him, but
Molly,
ultimately she might. I think she still has feelings. Like, she's not gonna just let it go completely.
she's not gonna let it go.
She's not gonna let it go. She let
Like you said, Sade, I think you made a great valid point as far as like she just want her body count now. She's tired of being labeled as the hoe, so it's like at least I'm respecting the same man. It's stupid, but
Sure, y'all like, subscribe, comment, give us topics to talk about, ask questions, show us love, show us what you don't like, give us feedback.
and shout out to Naughty and Nice.
Ew.
Yes.
And thank all of you for being here with me.
Gang,
This
gang.
was a lot of fun.
But peep that Instagram, _real_MBA.
Okay. Y'all go follow.
And you can catch me at the baddest bitch one at MySpace.
Backslash. Remember?
Backslash. You just
You'll catch me at Hair by JM Saff.
Yeah, Saffie does here too. I'll have everybody's.
I'm gonna be coming out with my business very soon. It's coming soon.
Okay.
yes. He sells little kinky things like these.
Yeah.
Ooh, little kinky
Accessories.
things like these.
Accessories, all you need.
too.
We're drinking
That's what we're saying.
Ooh, empathic, white. You know how the YouTubers be. But yes, please continue to follow our girls page. Just going to continue to come with non-stop content.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Bake to bake to bake. Again.
And again.
Okay.
Cause she sweat. She sweat. She sweat. She sweat.
Jameson. Okay. And Honor Daniels.